about an interesting topic. It is in vitro fertilization. I'm Karen. Since this topic is too heavy to handle alone, we have a guest speaker. Let's introduce her. Keisha Nasution.
Hi everyone, I'm Keisha. It's glad to be here to discuss about in vitro fertilization with you.
Alright, let's start with some basic information about in vitro fertilization. So, IVF is a medical process where the egg and sperm cells are fertilized outside the body. Then the embryo is placed back into the woman's uterus. Is that correct, Keisha?
Absolutely. Normally, married couples can conceive a child through sexual intercourse. However, some couples may find it difficult because of medical problems. So, IVF programs can help interracial couples to fulfill their dream of having a baby.
But IVF effective for couples who want to undergo the program?
Yes, IVF is an effective solution because of its success rate is increasing and it offers gender selection. The global success rate for IVF is between 35% until 42%.
Wow, that's a high success rate for in vitro fertilization. But what about the procedure of IVF itself? It is scary for the mothers out there who want to undergo the program.
This program starts with retrieving egg and sperm samples to fertilize in a petri dish. Fertilization happens in the lab dish outside the mother's womb. After fertilization, the embryo is nurtured for a few days before being placed back into the uterus. The embryo will then grow into a fetus, just like in a normal pregnancy.
Wow, that's amazing! Now let's discuss the positive impact of IVF. What are they, Keisha?
IVF has many positive impacts. It prevents inherited diseases through genetic diagnostic testing, which can screen genetic abnormalities before implantation into the uterus. It offers the option of gender selection. If the patient intends to have a baby girl, the sperm is separated and only the X chromosome is retrieved. But if the patient intends to have a baby boy, the separated sperm will be retrieved together with the X and Y chromosomes. It increases the chance of having twins because during IVF, more than one embryo is implanted into the uterus to increase the likelihood of embryo survival. It can also preserve someone's fertility, for example, in female patients who require chemotherapy for severe conditions like cancer.
With this technology, hope becomes a reality for many couples. However, every technology has a negative impact too. It turns out the price range for IVF in Indonesia is 100 million rupiah. It's expensive, Keisha.
Yes, that's right. That is one of the negative impacts of IVF. Also, there are medical risks associated with the process, such as miscarriage. Miscarriage during IVF can happen if a woman's ovaries doesn't respond well to the medication, leading to fewer eggs being produced.
And as far as I know, couples who undergo the program often experience increased psychological and emotional stress due to the procedural demands and the uncertainty of success. Ectopic pregnancy can occur if there are abnormalities which can eventually lead to death, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Thank you for your explanation, Keisha. Before we end this episode, is there any conclusion you'd like to convey to our listeners?
Yes. So, IVF is an effective solution for couples suffering from infertility due to its increasing success rate. The process involves retrieving samples of eggs and sperm, fertilizing them in a lab dish, nurturing the resulting embryo, and finally placing it back into the uterus. Positive aspects of IVF include the prevention of genetic problems, choices for gender selection, a higher likelihood of having twins, and preservation of fertility.
On the other hand, negative aspects include the risk of miscarriage, ectopic pregnancy, emotional pain, and expensive treatment. In Indonesia, infertility affects 10 until 12% of couples. IVF program offer them a chance to conceive, indirectly impacting Indonesia population growth. Last but not least, what's the Christian perspective about IVF?
For me, I agree with Pastor Stephen Tong's statement that he doesn't dare to say it is prohibited, but also he doesn't dare to completely agree with it. In my opinion, it depends on God's calling for the couple, whether it's the call to live without children or to have children through IVF programs. Christians are called to live according to God's calling, as written in 1 Corinthians 7:17. If it's clear that God directs the couple to do IVF programs, He will provide the needs.
Amen. Thank you for your time, Keja, and to our listener, don't forget to stay connected with us for upcoming episode. Thank you and bye-bye.
Okay.